All right, guys, so sorry for the delay. Just been really busy with like life and work and travel and holidays and hobbies and all the things. So zero apologies for the delay. Hoping I can sort of get back on track to sort of a weekly upload. I don't want to make any promises, but yeah, I'll try to have some consistency. I'm really excited to get back into it. So with that, Nana, episode 27. Let's go.
スタジオに通い詰めても私はブラストの一員では決してなく
True.
この先ますますそれを思い知らされていくのは寂しいというより恐怖だ
She's still just so fearful of being like left out, of being abandoned. Like, I mean, I get it, you know. She's in like a big city by herself at this point. Like, she doesn't have I mean, technically she has Junko and Kyosuke, but like not really, right? Their friendship's been pulling away for some time, and so there's that. And then obviously she doesn't have Shoji, so it makes sense that she's so desperate to cling to like whoever else she can keep in her life. And so whether it be Nana or just Blast in general, it makes sense. Oh, he looks so, they always look so different without the spiky hair. Like, he just looks so normal. Oh. Oh my god. Nana, so ridiculous. Wait, did I forget how the last episode ended? Oh, okay. I remember. I think it's because Nana was planning like a post-concert like dinner or whatever it is for them, but instead they actually went to dinner with the record exec. And so I guess this is Nana bringing all of the things that Hachi prepared for them. Okay, that makes sense. Oh yeah, because in the episode before, at the end of the episode, Nana was opening the refrigerator and then saw all of the food that Hachi made. Okay, all right. Took me a second, but I got it. Eating in silence.
前から思ってたんだけどさ、ハチって料理上手だよね。
そう普通じゃん
She's such a hater.
でもそれ切るのもったいなくない？写真撮っとく？
もう撮った
Cute. Oh. Oh god. Girl, what are we doing?
よっぽど疲れてるんだ匠それでも会ってくれた
Don't take that as a compliment.
匠にとって私はやりたい時にやれる都合のいい女だと思ってたけどこれじゃあ私の方が寂しい時に抱きしめてくれる都合のいい男として
You know what? That is interesting. I will say, I think maybe I just have this instinct to paint Nana as like a victim. I don't know. I guess in a way I've been like vacillating back and forth between viewing her as like a victim of his who is unable to stand up for herself in the face of like disrespect or, you know, whatever, right? And I vacillate between that and also like, you know what? She has decided like what she wants and what she, like what she desires. And so it doesn't matter. Like she has autonomy and she has agency in the situation. And, you know, she's not the old Hachi who was able to be swept away by X, Y, and Z. But honestly, I think, I don't know, maybe it's sort of this like protective instinct of why I sometimes will kind of switch my perspective to the former. But I do think it is more like, and again, it doesn't have to be like, you know, black or white. It doesn't have to be one or the other. I think definitely she exists somewhere in between, but I think she's closer to the latter than I sometimes give her credit for. Because yeah, I mean, she said herself, like, she's like, I want you, I want to hook up with you. And so she's like the one who initiated that. And so I guess in her words, she's saying that they're ultimately like using each other. But I guess I think where my sympathy comes in for her is that I understand, like, while she is kind of somewhat actively making some of those decisions, she's also like, I know what's driving those actions is deeply set emotional wounds in a way, and a poor sense of self-esteem and fear of being ostracized socially and like all these different things. And so I think because I understand that a lot of her actions are influenced by those different things, I'm sort of like, leave her alone. But it's like those two can exist simultaneously, right? Like someone could be led by their emotions, they could be swept up in fear of judgment, they could be, you know, influenced by all these different things, you know, wanting to fill sort of a sense of loneliness in her life. Like all of that can exist simultaneously with an active determination of like, okay, well, I feel this way, and he's someone who at least temporarily makes me forget those things or makes me feel what I want to feel. You know what I mean? I don't know if that made any sense, but okay. So this relationship makes a lot more sense now that I know that that other woman was not Reira. So Reira is developing feelings for Shinichi. Oh. And is he developing them for her as well? Oh, I guess that's that. Okay, no shade, no offense to people who rock this like punk aesthetic. They all look great with their hair down. Like I think they should just like leave it. But maybe that's just because that aligns more with like my aesthetic tastes, but I think he looks better without the spiky hair. This is such a sad dynamic though. Like her, like what really is that? Her like insisting that he takes the money? Is it that she is just doing whatever she feels like she can to ensure that he like continues, that they continue this relationship or whatever this is? Like maybe she thinks if she doesn't pay him, then he may not come back. I don't know. Because she did say this is for next time, meaning that's like insinuating like there will be a next time. So she's kind of like like pre-booking. Sounds terrible, but you know what I mean. Like she's like securing that sort of future encounter now. Dang, she's so sad. Everyone's so sad. What's going on?
遅刻
そんなことだと思って先にレイラのチェックアウトしてくるから。
Oh gosh.
レイラもここに泊まってんの
I still don't understand. I think this, I may have mentioned this in the last episode, but I didn't really understand his whole thing about trying to, like him not wanting Reira to stay at the hotel. Like, I guess, is there like an insinuation, like if she stays at the hotel, she's like having visitors? I don't know. Okay, sorry. As per usual, I'm like constantly stopping this thing. I think I fully understand the fear of like, I don't know, a simple life. Yeah, and so I actually understand this idea of like her questioning, like, is this it? Like, am I just destined for this life of like simplicity? I think probably it's even further, that feeling is either, and that doubt is probably even further emphasized by the fact that her roommate is an up and coming rock star, you know? So relative to like the experience and existence that Nana O is having, it could feel like in the like inevitability of comparison, she's gonna be like, I'm doing this, and Nana's like on stages speaking with record execs. Like, is this like what my life is intended to be? Oh. Oh. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I forgot about that guy. So. Oh no, not hurry up. Oh no. And again, like, I think for me, it's. I just want to make sure I'm not imposing my personal ideologies on Nana. It's like, I guess there's nothing wrong. Actually, no, I can't say it. Sorry. I'm trying to say, like, you know, her perspective is valid and, you know, everyone's perspective is valid. I think I'm going to say no to that. Sorry. I don't believe that. I think especially because she's like, I need to just hurry up and get married. Like, for her, and I've mentioned this in prior kind of reaction episodes, but like for her, it's not about the person. It's not about the relationship. It's about the premise. It's about like the function. No? It's about the role. It's about just occupying a role rather than building an actual relationship. I think this idea of like none of my own personal ambitions or skills or strengths matter, and sort of feeling as though those can fall by the wayside in your pursuit of like a traditional marriage. Obviously, I'm speaking from a very like Western lens of what marriage and relationships are, where I think for in our culture. Side note, where do y'all think I'm from? This is so left field, but I'm actually curious, just based on, I guess, things that I've said and the things that I talk about. Forget the country. I think it's obvious. I'm American, duh. But what state do you think I'm from? Very curious. Anyway. And so I understand that there, in some cultures, like, love does not factor into a marriage in the same way it does, I think, in at least like the Western ideal of marriage. So for some people, it actually doesn't matter. They're just like, yeah, I just need to find someone to occupy that role. Obviously, there has to be some level, like baseline compatibility, but like some people don't actually care that much. And so I can't necessarily fault her for that if I'm being culturally sensitive and understanding that sort of a Western perspective on marriage is not universal. But I don't know. I just wish for more for her. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna convince him. Yes, please get out of this relationship. Please. Yes, Nana. You're not like damaged goods, dude. You still are a whole person. You still have value. Like, come on. She's such a cutie. Oh, okay. I have some finals. Yeah, I thought they said that it wasn't a good fit. Oh, this is so cute. Oh yeah, she's definitely gonna cry. What? Yeah, I feel like that makes more sense. Oh. This is our first time seeing each other for some time, actually. Also, Shinichi, always clocking. He's the most observant, the most like emotionally intelligent, the most like everything. I love him. Oh my god. What is that outfit? Yeah, you won't be able to like maintain creative control, and so they may completely shift your sound. Also, a lot of them will shelve artists that don't sell, and so it kind of restricts them as well. I don't know if it's the same in Japan, but it's like they're both so similarly simple. Simple-minded. Wow. Defend your man, girl. Oh, how cute.
Yeah, トラネスの曲があそこまで売れるのはやっぱ匠のアレンジの才能だよ。匠の手に
Eek. Oh god. Awkward.
レーラの歌声の魅力を最大限まで引き出す音が作れるのはこの俺しかいない。
Oh, did they not know? Oh, wait. Shinichi also had a look on his face too. Yeah, this look by Shinichi. What is that? I was gonna say, that was very slick. Oh, so she's realizing because she doesn't feel any sort of jealousy that it means that she doesn't have any genuine feelings for him. Yeah, I guess she's working. Where does she work? What did she do? Oh my god, Shinichi. Oh my god. He's clearly trying to set y'all up. Come on. It is. Yeah, you gotta break the ice somehow. Gosh. It's sad that it's come to this. Dang. It's a very beautiful shot. I guess I have to walk next to you. What if I hold on to your arm?
もうノブに口聞いてもらえないかもと思ってて、私本当はすっごい悪い女。
Is she gonna admit everything?
ノブ絶対私のこと美化してる。じゃないと好きになってもらえるはずないし。
ちょっと女という生き物に幻想を抱きすぎ。
I mean, she's not wrong on that front.
本当の私を知ったらきっと幻滅するよ。
But would it shatter it enough to make him not want to be with you? Like,
じゃあいっそ幻滅させて俺はお前のことを他にどうすりゃ諦めがつくのか分かんないからさ。
oh my god! Oh, okay. A hug is nice. A hug is fine.
レイラのこと
Yeah, I knew he was gonna bring
や
it
き
for
もち
her.
焼かなかったの？匠の信念に。
Wait a minute. I don't know why I never even considered this. How will Yasu feel knowing that Shinichi's sleeping with Reira? Oh no. Oh no. How would he? Because he wasn't backstage when the Blast members came to Trap Nest's show, and like Reira and like Shinichi were making like these like flirty comments back and forth. He wasn't there at the bar when again they were joking about, you know, her purchasing his services. So he hasn't even gotten an inkling of them being a thing. I don't think Nobu knows either, but it would be less of a surprise to him. But what would Yasu think? Because he's kept his like current feelings for her very under wraps. So, oh god, is that gonna come? Oh goodness. Okay.
レイラは匠に惚れてたんだけど
Gosh.
ある意味大事にはしてるんだけどそれはあくまで歌姫として
That's true. He does kind of relegate her to this like different, I don't know, like person, like this different category.
人間って疲れる。
ほだされちゃってねそれでまあんな男はやめて俺にしとけと丸め込み
Wait a second. Is Yasu always the second guy? Always the bridesmaid, never the bride? She's in love with Takumi, and he's just like, but you should get with me. Nana O's in love with Ren, but he's like, I'll always be here. Oh, I feel like this is gonna be a really hard conversation for Shinichi to hear. Like, I wonder if his response is gonna be to end this whole situation with Reira.
いざ付き合い始めたら匠にはかなわねえって思いが余計強くなっちまった
Wow. Oh no. Shit. Shinichi's devastated. No, just do it. Please. Yes, that's all that needs to be done. Oh, God. How is this gonna get fucked up?
ハチコは？あ、今買い出しに行ってます。
Oh, Nana finally made it. She's a
ノブさんと
Nobu.
二人で行かせたから。
そうじゃねえか、サトシ。ねえ、ナナ。あの夜誓った思いは今も色あせずに。
Oh my God.
私たちが描いていた夢の輝きを忘れないで。
Wow. Amazing episode. Honestly, like, I don't want to belabor it too long because I do want to get to the other episodes. I think the biggest topic I want to talk about within this episode are just like all the different relationships that were explored. In the beginning, there was Shinichi and Reira. I think it's obvious at this point that Reira has fallen for him and is sort of really eager to sort of keep him in her life. That's why I'm nervous that like this conversation she had with Nobu at the end is gonna impact that. He's the first person that she told her secret about her kind of ethnic background and her parentage. Like the things that they do are relatively like intimate in the sense of like it's not just sex, right? It's like them in the bathtub together. It's, you know, all these different things. And so I think she's really, I think, developed strong feelings for him, but kind of recognizes that still this is something, services that she has to pay for. And the fact that like Shinichi refused her money in the beginning of this makes me think that like maybe he also is developing feelings as well. Because he, in the past couple episodes, it's like he's had some interesting like kind of hesitations around her. I wonder if that was him sensing that there was something deeper forming and he was trying to nip that in the bud sooner rather than later. But yeah, I think his refusal to take the money further cements that idea in my mind that that's where his mind is at as well. It's just really sad. I mean, she seems really sad and really lonely in some ways. Like, it's interesting. So I'm sorry, I'm just like obviously connecting this to the conversation at the end, so kind of skipping some of the things that happen in the middle. But yeah, like hearing sort of Yasu and his interpretation of her relationship with Takumi and how he felt like that's something that he can't that he couldn't compete with in some other ways, I thought was really, really fascinating. Honestly, in the last episode when they showed the two of them, Takumi and Reira, on the beach in whatever town they were in, and they were talking about her family, or she was talking about his family, or they're talking about each other's families, let's say. And they were talking about each other's families with a certain level of familiarity. So I was like, okay, there seems to be some closeness here. And it's funny because really, really early on, I was like, oh no, I'm nervous that Ren is gonna have some like, you know, relationship with Reira, and then that was like quickly disproven. But what's interesting is like I never considered Takumi potentially having a relationship with Reira. Like it just didn't feel, I don't know why. But it's interesting to hear that their relationship and their dynamic kind of exists in this like special category that kind of goes against, at the very least, his kind of ethos around his relationships with women. And it's like she kind of occupies this like unique position like in his life where it's like he just wants to protect her. He feels as though like his talent and his gifts are like intertwined with hers in a way. Like, you know, with the statement of like only I could write songs for Reira's angelic voice. Yeah, all these things. So this is a very interesting relationship. And yeah, I think he always maintained this like it's not like a distance between the two of them, like emotionally or anything. It was more of like he just doesn't see her in the way that he sees other women. And so yeah, it's very interesting. But then also interesting that Yasu said that he felt as though she was in love with him being Takumi, and had always been in love with him. I think that is also very interesting. I'm still trying to understand what the implication is of her staying at that hotel. Like why he felt some type of way about it. Like what does that signal to him? I'm not sure. But yeah, definitely want to see more of their relationship. Gosh. I am very nervous about the Reira, Shinichi, Yasu of it all. Yeah, I think that conversation definitely shook Shinichi in a certain way that I think he's probably going to break things off with her. Even though it feels like maybe he's caught feelings. But I also just want to know like what Yasu would think if he hears what they've been up to. Nana K again, you know, feeling the ever-growing distance between her and Nana O, as well as the rest of the band. But I'm glad that, you know, that they felt that they had to come over the next day to make up for the fact that they missed the dinner that she cooked for them. Oh, Misato, such a cutie. Love her. Definitely interested to see actually more of the music industry aspects of the story. Like I'm actually curious to see sort of what choices they make and what impact it has like on their ascent. So that'll be really fascinating. But we gotta talk about, I guess let's talk about Takumi. I'm sorry, I'm like jumping all over the place. My mind is like a bit rattled. Takumi and Nana. I mean, I guess I already spoke about this in the beginning, but her statements about not only is it that he's using her or that she's considered just like an easy woman to him, but in a way she kind of is using him for the same ends. I thought was interesting. The scene with him and the manager, or like him waking up and seeing the handwritten note, I don't know what that's about. But I guess we'll see. Forget all that. Nana and Nobu. Finally things happened. And it's all thanks to my sweet prince, Shinichi. Some of the things that they were saying were so cute. I think especially the part where Nobu said, like where Nana was like, you know, I'm a terrible woman and I'm gonna shatter your illusion of me. And he was just like, shatter away, because maybe that's the one thing that can make me like stop loving you or whatever. That was so cute, and I love it. I love it. I just hope Takumi doesn't cause any problems, but I feel like he will. Just let Nobu live, man. I just want my boy Nobu to be happy. I feel like I've tried and failed in the past to anticipate what is going to happen next, and I'm always wrong. And so I'm just gonna stop trying to do that, and instead I'm just gonna go to the next episode. So with that, thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in following along on my Nana journey, definitely subscribe, turn on the notification bell, leave me a like, leave me a comment. It would be much appreciated. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.